Lemez joined the chat.
Oh,
Hello.
hello. Right, I need to have my windows in the right place. That helps.
Oh,
Right,
that
yes.
reminds me. That reminds me. I've got to load my special chat program.
I remember what I was doing now. Oh, yeah.
Did I tell you I had a special chat program to put chat on as an overlay on top of my actual game?
You said. Oh, you real streamer material.
That's it. No one else can see it. It's click throughable and transparent.
Ooh.
It just sort of sits there, waiting for people to talk. My camera's a bit low. Apparently, needs to be a bit higher.
Oh, I've screwed that up already. I've only been on it a minute and I've already pissed about.
How's that? Is that better? I think so.
Yeah. I don't know what you're asking about, but I'm sure it's better.
Kirsty was saying my camera's a bit low. Here's your camera low.
Yeah.
Probably just mostly showing my belly.
It's alright. Give the people what they want.
Give the people belly.
Can't afford it. Can't afford it. It's so dark.
Oh,
They
you
really
see
need
the
to
cat?
add a brightness to this. I think every session I say, you know what, the game's really dark. And then
Only at the night time.
I wish it was just daytime then. I need
Look at the
more
moon. There's the
steel.
moon.
Steel for the steel god.
Tracking across the sky.
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna whack it up with. Oh, I can't even afford that.
Actually, why isn't it the moon? Who says it's... Oh, that's the moon. Could be anything.
Could be a wheel of cheese.
Mmm.
Oh, yeah. Hey, hi, Si. Because we are anywhere. Who knows what it is?
Yeah, people don't want to be seeing you scratch your crotch.
It's a wheel of cheese.
My scrotch.
Oh, maybe they do. Who am I to say?
Who?
Is this his OnlyFans?
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Come and join me on OnlyFans. It's only, what do you think a decent value for watching the man scratch his scrotches?
I don't know. I don't know the going rate for that these days.
Are you going to pay them?
No. No, I expect a king's ransom for it.
Where am I going?
Myself for free.
Oh, wrong button.
Sorry I'm late, by the way.
That's alright. You were just as you were needed.
I was still out working.
Like a wizard. That's what Gandalf says, isn't it? A wizard appears. You're a wizard, Harry. Delightful.
You can see a lot of blue coming, Mez. You'll notice that I connected in some plastic and rubber. But the rubber, when it's finished filling, it'll come.
Okay. No worries.
That makes sense?
No, that's...
No. Did you set it to a box, yeah?
Yeah. You'll see it because it's still coming in. You'll see the one that's sort of flying.
Is there no TP tonight?
So that one and the next
one.
Well,
might,
not yet.
Might appear.
He might grace us with his glorious presence.
We're overflowing, you know, we're overflowing on steel beam, copper, and reinforced iron plate that's been sold.
What type of copper?
Do
Copper wire.
you want me to flip more copper wire over to copper sheet then?
Yes, probably.
Okay.
Well, none of it's being used at the moment, so it might be worthwhile someone...
Oh, yeah, there's nothing being used.
Someone actually using...
Making something. Make something. Right, well, let's have a look to see what we can make in this four-way thingamajig, and the things that we actually need to progress into our next level was the engine, a modular engine, so it needs rubber, smart plates, and motors.
Yeah.
The other one is that thing. I don't know what it is. It's a automated wiring, circuit boards, heavy modular frames. We could make heavy modular frames. Could we make heavy modular? Do we have the stuff? Have we got nuts and bolts coming in?
No.
Have we got?
I can add some on though.
Have we got steel pipe?
No. My mission tonight is to add that on.
Enhanced steel beams? No.
The whole
modular frames. That's the issue. It's the case we don't actually have all of the to use the 4-way thing. We don't have all the more advanced stuff all here to do stuff with yet.
We have the. I'm pretty sure the encased is coming through.
Yeah, the encased, I'm producing that now. I've just up my concrete, so it's going to be a.
Pipe, give me half an hour.
I'm going to need more steel fabricating things as well to make more beams. I think. Yeah, these things are all backlogging.
Chest full of smart things.
Oh, one sec. Why is that? Why?
They made that.
Oh, that was it. I was increasing the coal. I need upgrade.
Oh my goodness, that's rubbish. Okay, so that had messed up that. Okay, that's going now. I'm gonna build more of these.
What's this level 4? What's the capacity level 4 again? 480?
It's quick.
Yeah, quick. That's.
It's a lot.
480.
Yeah.
How'd you find that out?
It says so.
In the queue menu, and it says
missing rotor.
Who are you calling a missing rotor?
I haven't even got the plate. I haven't even got the plate. Just end it now.
His knees there. Go down there, you daft animal. Come on, lie down. Go on, Lee, lie down. Good boy.
Ooh.
Just slow down the computer. Yes, this computer is 6 years old now. I was trying to buy a new one. I can get everything apart from the graphics card.
I just hold out. Just hold out for the moment.
On places that are selling the graphics cards, about £200 above
the
retail. It's like,
wait.
Yeah. I mean,
what is
literally
going on? Oh my goodness, what a complete retard. Sorry, not you.
Everything's gone really expensive. Like, just looking to get an ITX motherboard. The 96 case, and then obviously you need a decent power supply, but because it's an ITX case, it needs to be PFF standard.
Just in short, now is not a good time to buy anything like that. There is just global shortage of everything. All the gone to work from home people has stripped
like you
the channel. Well, I
stripped it.
Have my stuff anyway, but
and Tom robbed your graphics card.
Yeah,
that's unbelievable.
The channels have been stripped of everything. We can't even sell computers at the moment. Before Christmas, I had a customer who's waiting, doing a migration for, and I had to put it on hold because they wanted some new computers to go with. And it's like, well, it doesn't really stop me, but for some reason they wanted us to stop for that. It's like, well, fine.
Buys the graphics card. To be fair though, I could have bought a 680 scan, but then they didn't have the CPU in stock, so I didn't buy it, and then the GPU went out of stock, so I thought, great. So I think if I see a 680, I'll just buy it. on scan, as long as it's not ridiculously overpriced.
A 680 what?
No, the AMD, the Radeon 680.
What are you currently running?
NVIDIA GT 970 GTX.
Okay.
So it's 6 years old.
Hmm.
It's all right. I mean, I can run most games at least medium low. It doesn't help that I'm on a 2K ultra wide. If I went down to a lower monitor, it probably would be fine.
Yeah. So I'm on the 980 Ti on just like 3 normal sized monitors. So one not full HD type and then 2.
I'm on a shitty
They're
laptop.
all on 180, but
I'm gonna pull the trigger today, but I thought,
Thank goodness, Mikey.
Fine.
Thank goodness. It's all going wrong for me.
Actually need it right now.
All
so
going wrong.
I'll just wait.
I thought it was
I'm on an
going
old
right,
laptop.
but it's
Yeah, size manager on an
certainly not.
old laptop.
Yeah, man, none of these are
Right,
bad.
Coal line.
It wasn't a gaming laptop to start with, so
Nope.
Coal
That's
line
more
is
steel
upgraded
beams.
to level 4 conveyor. It's not even, that's hardly moving. The output from the coal is 480, so that's maxed out for now.
Actually,
Yeah, I
why
don't
am
know.
clicking
I
there?
don't know if Lee or
idiot.
TP wants to
Hello. Do what?
bring to deal with the high-end manufacturing. Unless someone
Well, at
else
the
wants
moment,
to
I'm
do it.
trying to get my steel and I basically bought another load of iron stuff online, but
well,
I need to reroute. Basically, I'm going to be busy for about an hour, I think. Then I'll be free to do stuff.
I'll help you with the high end. What's the name in there? I just haven't done yet because I don't want to get told off.
I just
Right.
Oh,
I know that
damn
TP's
it.
doing stuff over on his side of things. Mr. TP, what are you actively working on? Are you trying to build the stuff for the...
I'm trying to make some iron ore.
Other than that, are you looking at trying to build the stuff for the
Maybe
space
a tough one.
elevator?
Then I'm going to try and make some coal.
Ooh,
Are you
best
trying
luck
to
with
make
that.
one of the things for the space elevator, like adaptive control unit or modular engine?
What do you need for that?
One of them requires motors, rubber, and smart plates. The other requires
I have motors.
automated wiring, circuit boards, heavy modular frames, and computers. I was going to say,
Rotors?
I know,
Rotors
yeah,
or motors?
for the modular engine, it's motors. The adaptive one was automated wiring, which I think has rotors in.
Let me see what the recipe is. I will pick up one of those.
You tell me which one you want to do, and I will try and do the other. I think you've got all the stuff to try and do the adaptive one.
I could do with more plastic.
Well, this is the most boring
There
bit at
is
the
lots of
moment.
plastic
Just
in the
gotta
plastic
make
section.
iron. Oh.
I need someone to
I forgot to load the
put
touch
the
point.
2 refineries on my belt.
Let's load that up. Goodness me.
Right, well, you can do the adaptive control unit because I've got the microprocessor to computer. So actually, you could steal my computers for that if you want.
Okay.
And I've got the other one. The
Let's got the other one, Rolf.
whatever the first one. Automated wiring. I'm sure I've got that as well.
Yeah, I think when I was prancing around your base, you had the majority of the stuff
So
for
I've
the
got-
adaptive
I've
control
got-
unit one.
I've got the adaptive controller.
Two.
That's been built. That's probably got the automated wiring. That's probably backing up. The microprocessor being used for the computer, so you might have to make your own microprocessors, but you can steal my computers. But I'm not making the heavily modular frame. You have to make the heavily modular frame.
You have to do
If
that,
you did
Rolf.
that, you're okay.
Oh,
If
I
you do
also-
the heavy modular frame and the
I'll tell
microprocessors,
this
then
thing to
take one.
build heavy modular frames and start kicking them out.
Oh, I made a ladder.
And, go from there. But what I don't think did you say that the steel pipe was starting to come this way, and I think Lee said enhanced industrial beams was coming this
Yes,
way?
industrial beams are coming your way.
And screws?
I can add screws on.
Yeah, get screws on. Okay then, right, I'll select that off, and...
How many heavy modular frames do you need?
15,000.
Probably a continuous supply of them, because I'm just going to tell this factory thing to start making them.
That there is a shit ton.
Yeah, it will be a shit ton.
No, I just don't have smart plating or rubber come into my site.
There's a whole bunch of smart plating over here. There's someone put together like a little smart plating factory, and there's an entire crate full.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be used, so I disconnected. We can reconnect it.
I just downgraded that.
You've got it's rotors plus reinforced steel. So you could start that back up again if you need it. The other side isn't doing anything. There's just put them down.
Right, I need to do...
over up here somewhere.
I need to do more steel beams. More steel beams, because I'm not making enough.
Well, I'll get the steel pipes first.
There we go. What are these making? Not steel beams. Right, I'm gonna go make a steel beam factory down here.
And they're using the rubber. What are you using rubber for over there?
Generally creating stuff by hand at the moment.
But nothing else.
The overflow of it is pumping towards the rest of the big chest, ready for mass productions of whatever, but is not currently in use beyond the hand building of the stuff as it's needed.
Goodness, need to even higher. Even higher? Oh my goodness. There we go. That should be high enough. What? Oh god. He turns a strider. There we go. Taught him a lesson. Have you been infringing on terms of services there, Rolf? I meant to ask you a while ago, but the UNTP were asking about something, so I stayed quiet on the subject.
For what?
Kirsty was flagging you for TOS violations.
Is that what it meant? I didn't know what she was talking about.
Oh, right.
She was talking about hiccups and then toss, and I don't know what a toss was.
Right then, we need constructors. Lots of constructors. All the constructors, please. Enough room there for an 8. Oh yeah, I can fit a merger there. That's fine. Okay. Okay, that's gonna be problematic. That is gonna be problematic. Right, let's move that down a bit. Building construction. Let's do it over here. Can I fit one there? Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Brilliant. One of these in play. Is that coming from the no? That way. Yes. Any Tarkov on the cards tonight, Mikey?
How's them screws and steel?
Yeah, an
pipes
easy
coming
night.
along?
I'm just upgrading, doubling my steel production. Upgraded this, so get the steel, then I get the pipes, then I get the screws.
Well, that's going down there. Where's the one going up? Oh. Oh, there. Right, there we go. All the way down here. Into there. Well, there you go, sneeze. Oh no. Get back, everyone. Oh, that was a good nose blow. Never feels like it's enough though.
Maybe we should do it twice.
Yeah, maybe. You're probably on something there, sorry.
Possible.
Have you got yourself your one pot thing?
What am I approaching on now?
No, I haven't bought a one pot. I've been busy working, so I haven't got around
Working
to
to
getting
buy you
myself a
one pot.
Yep. Yeah, unlike you IT people, some of us are just mere mortals and have to save to buy things.
Oh, I don't know. You talk about. I haven't been working for almost a year now.
The IT professionals, you don't need to work. Living off your millions.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cayman Island account. Yeah.
Yep, that's the one.
Wow.
Wow. Dollars. What? I came up here for something, and I've forgotten. Cables.
Have you not been working out a choice, or...?
Well, just because the kids aren't in school.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, someone's got to look after them. They're not. They'd be feral.
At least self-employed, Si.
Well, so
Yeah. So
Yeah,
why?
but
I mean, I'm technically still employed. I'm still like.
self-employed and contracting.
Well, I'm just not actively taking on clients at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, I still technically have to do the odd support thing because I sell software. So
Yeah.
sometimes people are like, "Hey, we need you to fix something," and I'm like, "I really don't want to."
You basically just pick and choose what you want to do.
Yeah, to some extent.
Yeah. A bit like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't do plumbing.
Yeah.
And you don't do IT.
No. No,
Maybe if you got one pot, you would do IT. Maybe
Well,
it'll enrich your
possibly.
life in other ways.
Yeah, it is possible. If maybe that's where I'm going wrong in my life.
If TP wills it.
TP Wells.
If TP wills it. Didn't call him Willis.
Oh, I thought you were like, he was a bad novelist, TP Wells.
It's mainly game dev tools. So I sell, my business. Not me personally, but it's the business.
It's not working. Oh.
Sell tools for Unity devs. For it's integrations between some third-party tools to allow. There's this notion of it's not exactly visual scripting as such, but it basically allows you to do high-level actions like pathfinding and other stuff without having to actually do any code. But it was something I was doing for my own project. Well, another project I was doing under the business, and I ended up just thinking, well, this is quite useful for other people. I'll put it on the asset store and sell it. I did make a Markdown. I made a Markdown editor because I was writing a book at the time, and I was like, I really hate having to use the existing Markdown editors that are out there because they're all too simple, and I wanted to think a bit better. So, rather than write a book about stuff, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to write a tool to write a book. And I stopped writing a book and started writing a tool to write books. And I went down that rabbit hole for a while. I was going to sell that, but I just couldn't be bothered finishing it. It worked well enough, though. It's funny as well, the place where I went to...
Merge.
Oh no, I've done this wrong, haven't I? Oops. The place I went to work with Gooch, they were actually using the Markdown editor that I wrote for stuff. When I started with that, oh, you're the guy who wrote the Markdown editor. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I do loads of open... Well, I don't at the moment because I barely get on the computer apart from at night. But historically I did quite a lot of open source development. That stuff on like GitHub and things. Well, I'd hardly say famous, but in that instance, when I went to work at Gooch, it was like, oh yeah. And also, there's a it's not really used that much now, but there's a library called Knockout.js, which is it used to be a really popular MV. Oh shit, that's all the wrong way around, isn't it? It used to be a really popular front end library for JavaScript development stuff. I'm probably going too far down the rabbit hole here, but yeah, and I wrote an awful lot of plugins for that, and I got quite a few roles based off being one of the main like plugin developers for that library. I mean, these days there's loads more plugins, but at the time I held something like 75% of their wiki pages plugins. It's funny because I was doing my own project on it at the time, and I was like, oh, I need to write all this stuff, so I ended up writing it and then sharing it. But I find coding quite therapeutic. It's well, as long as I'm doing something fun. I mean, many years ago, I did like an online. It was kind of like an MMO, but it wasn't really. This was before MMOs were. Well, MMOs kind of existed, but they weren't as prevalent things as they were now. And website like Flash was only just coming into the web world. This must have been like, I don't know, almost 20 years ago or something. And I made like a web MMO thing with like real-time battling, and there was a world map and you could go around and stuff. And yeah, now Flash is dead in a grave somewhere. I think that's for the best, but it did well. Oh dear. Hello, you're trespassing. You're trespassing.
I'm upgrading your convoy belts to
Okay,
Mark
as you were a soldier. Right, we'll let him go. I also did one of the recent things I did.
There's not a lot else I can do, but I've got a load of these bar things, so I'm just going to upgrade it.
Cool. Yeah, one of the recent things I did a while back.
Everything will just go faster.
So me and some friends used to do pen and paper RPG stuff. Like we did Star Wars Saga and Dungeons and Dragons. We used to do that quite a bit. I need power. But as I was working remotely for a while, and I was one of the dungeon masters for one of the campaigns, it was a case of, we really need a digital tool for managing this stuff. What? And so I started making like a Skype plugin because we were using Skype back then. A Skype plugin to do a load of stuff we needed, but Skype is awful. So we did some of that, like a dice roller and some other like little bits with Skype. But then it was like, actually we could do like character sheet stuff. So I started making like character sheets. It's quite cool. It can feel a bit awkward at first, but you just kind of get used to it.
Hey, did you say you were going to make heavy modular frame on your side?
I'm not concentrating on it at the moment. I think Rolf's doing that at the moment.
This is what I'm doing here, making heavy modular frame. The only thing I'm missing now is that steel pipe.
Yes, then I started making like a digital character sheet system. And then it was like a campaign manager. And it kind of almost became a commercial tool.
Yeah, we'll sort it out.
But just as I was kind of getting it production ready, a tool called Roll D20 or Roll 20.
Let me put this on.
I think it's Roll D20 or something. That came out, and that had one thing that I didn't have, which was voice chat and like an online board thing. But the character sheets, I had loads of plugin systems, stuff in place. It was really good. But I don't like making money off stuff. And they wanted to make money, so I was like, well, they've got a lot of employees and stuff, and I'm not really making money, so I didn't have the time to push it much further. But it was like a massive digital pen and paper thing where it had like its own wiki, so you could like make your own campaigns and manage your characters and loads of other stuff. But that was a lot. That was one of the reasons I had a load of knockout stuff done, because I was writing all this stuff. Well, it's just one of the things that when you work on a project and it's just something to do, it's like it doesn't matter if you fuck it up. It doesn't matter if like there's downtime. It doesn't matter if like it's a bit rough around the edges because you're not charging for it. But the moment you start charging money for it, you can't start doing that. You have to be like, well, hey, this has to be working properly. You can't just give consumers any old crap. So that's where it starts to become a bit more difficult because it's like, well, not that I'm giving everybody a load of crap, but
oh dear.
I need to put that over here.
Some of this conversation that's going on here off in the Discord, and apparently we've got to tell little Wiggles that Krampus is coming for him.
What?
Krampus is coming. He doesn't behave himself. I know.
Well, I don't know what he's on about. But yeah, so I
apparently the toss was in reference to showing too much crotch because my camera was a bit low.
But that is why historically I've never really. I get to the point where I'm like, I don't really want to. I don't have the hassle of having to.
So it's perfectly legit. Like
support and have uptime agreements and stuff. So yeah, there's loads of apps for D&D now, but back when I was making this, there wasn't really. And even now, most of them are they focus on the tabletop aspect. So it's they will show you just basically a 2D board, and you put your pieces on stuff. But ours was more for like asynchronous play. So you'd make a character sheet, and from there it was basically a case of, right, I'm going to join the campaign with that character. And like you could embed stuff in the chat fields, but it was more a case of like you'd send a message, and let's say maybe in 3 hours time the DM would come on and go, I've seen the messages from the people, I'm going to write the next bit. And then people can come on and carry on. So the idea was that it was kind of meant to be like a hybrid between a real-time chat system and a forum.
Literally in about...
So people could keep playing without needing to... Like with these tabletop ones, you all kind of need to be playing there and then.
It's connected, it's producing, it's moving. Give it... I don't know. 60 seconds, it'll be over there.
Put that there.
Does anyone
So,
know
yeah,
how the
that
giant
was-
walking cow thing got on the second floor of Lee's tower?
Walked?
Giant walking cow things on the
Don't
second
know what to
floor
tell you.
of Lee's tower.
But yeah, D&D's it's a fun thing. I mean, there's loads of other ones. It's not just D&D. We've played we did Star Wars Saga, which was the first one we did because John liked
It
Star
walked up
Wars.
one of the ramps.
For goodness sake, get on top.
I'm watching it walk down the ramp.
Yes, we played Star Wars Saga, which was like a Star Wars setting with a D&D style set of
If you
mechanics.
need more pipe, give us a shout. Otherwise,
Then we did D&D 4th edition.
I can pump
And-
Strators on there. It's the
I think we did D&D 5th edition for
if you
one
need
because I
motors,
DM'd
can-
a
so if you need motors,
like
I
a
can put the
2 or
Strators onto
3
there.
year campaign. It was actually only a one shoot campaign. I just made it up like a few days
The only
before,
pro- the only- the
and then
only
I was
problem
like,
is that for me to
I'll run
make-
that for you to give you a taste of
No,
D&D.
He was
And we
gonna
ran
do the
it.
thing for the Were you doing the other
And,
one, TP, the one that needed the motors?
Yeah, the guy's like, oh,
I was
can we
doing
carry
that.
on with this? I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he was going to do the modular engine, which needed the motors. I'm doing the.
Throughput, and that might not be enough.
Going to do the adaptive.
Well, we'll see if
control,
backups.
which will need
But yeah, I thoroughly recommend giving it a go if you can
wire
find a group.
and
It's just DMing takes so much
These
time to
stratus.
do.
round things. I don't know.
round
what
things.
it-
Yeah, let me give me the
Just
second.
like the higher round thing.
Because when
Oh,
I
no, I can't
first
do
used to
Strats because
DM,
that's what needs to steel pipe.
it was
Yeah,
I mean, the automated wiring.
it was mental. I would do
Yeah.
like
I've got automated
pages of
wiring. You just need
like
to make the heavy
here's
module
here's
frame
what
and the
they'll
microprocessor
here's the
from
areas they
third
could
and
go
the fourth
to.
one.
Here's the enemies.
Microprocessors.
That'll be your different.
Here's what NPCs they'll meet. It was just like pages and pages of stuff.
Which
And then after like doing it for
is
a good
the
few months, it just became like
microprocessor. You should-
a
by
bullet point list.
microprocessor, Do you mean the
The
circuit
circuit
board?
board.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm making circuit boards. Cool. In that case, I'm making circuit boards and heavy modular frames. In theory,
Yeah, I mean,
when
you
the
probably need
steel
like
pipe comes through.
3 or 4 people, I'd say, to have a good
That's right, it should be
a
there by
good
now.
session. Oh, rubbish.
Come on, steel pipe. Which one of these are you putting it into? The steel pipe, yeah.
Steel pipe, yeah.
Because I think
Should-
we
should
had
be-
was
I
it?
can see it
It
from
was
here.
Kinky
Yeah,
John,
I see it. I see it.
me.
I see it.
Well, in Star Wars Saga there was Kinky John, me, Johnny, and Tom. So that was 4. Then on the D&D one there was me, Tom, Kinky John, Arnie, Robin. Johnny occasionally came over. Did I say Tom? Yeah, I think it was like 6 or 7 of us on that one. Oh, rubbish. Put the wrong ones on there. Oh, no, not. Oh, not. Those are all the right ones.
God damn it. Merger. Right, now I've got merger.
Oh, yeah. So, back in ye olde days when,
Right, there's a
oh
ton
my
of,
goodness, this is going
of,
back a while. So,
modular frames coming through now.
in college, I worked at a computer shop, and
Get rid of
I
that.
convinced the owner
Test
to let.
turn.
One idiot's the wrong way. I convinced the owner to let us run like
There's
LAN nights there because we had
rotors.
an
Can you
internet
do a
cafe.
conveyor belt for? A
So,
container for rotors.
Rotors.
Yeah, I basically used to organise LAN nights for these guys like Rolf, Mares, because I've known those guys since college.
Quite frankly, well enough for trying to make
And
this
we play
tidy.
like Tibson and all these other games. But I have like a few different sets of friends, and this was kind of like 2 of the sets
Rough
combining. But one of the guys, John, he was best friends with another guy called John as well. But we call one of them Johnny. So we can't call both of them John or Johnny. So we said to the other John like, "Well, what should we call you?"
Yeah, what I might do is
And then the other John just said, "Oh, call him Kinky John," and it just stuck.
stick a second floor in there for the level 2 stuff.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
ballad of Kinky John.
And do the rotors, do the motors down that way.
Yeah, true story. I mean, Rolf isn't actually called Rolf. I'm sure most of you are probably aware of that by now, but he's not actually called Rolf. That again was a nickname from college days. Because given the chance to look at anything on the internet, he went and looked at the Rolf Harris website. Which back then that wasn't anything untoward. He was just a cartoonist back then. Wasn't as prolific as he is these days. Yes, Nigel, that's his real name. Well, that's what he goes by anyway. Who knows if it's his real name? Yeah, we don't. Well, I mean, we somewhat do. I can look at Rolf now and see that he's staring at a computer screen. I know what some people are up to in private. Deal B. I've been on autopilot making these, so I'm not sure if they're actually going to be working. I really hope they are. There we go. But if you can get like Sam to join in and well, I would say Gooch, but you'd never get any time to play games with him. Yeah, gotta get like 3 or 4. And they can be quite good. They've kind of made it's everybody seems to have their own favorite. Is Rolf T-shirt? What? He's face palming. Why are you face palming, Rolf?
I'm just reading. I know it's a little bit like.
Is this because you've just read the terms and TOS message? You're like, oh no, Twitch is going to ban me.
Yeah.
What for? Cross shot.
It didn't take 15 minutes to read the TOS thing. We discussed it, but you weren't listening. But, and thanks for paying. Glad that you're paying attention. No, it's
going now.
I thought my thing wasn't doing, but it's back to front. It's back to front.
What I'm more impressed is that someone's actually reported it when no one was watching you.
Only Lee was watching. Lee!
I haven't reported anyone.
Why? What's wrong? Someone reported for?
Nothing.
He's joking. He's joking.
Joking.
The potential.
Lols. Lols.
Anyway, right. So yeah, there's different. Although you got D&D, there's different versions of the system. So, like we played. I think my ideal one is 3.5, which is kind of become Pathfinder. So if you've heard of Pathfinder, that's kind of like an open source version of D&D 3.5. But they kind of went to D&D 4 after that. And what the hell's going on here? Yes, that is getting that. Needs more of it though. Goodness. Yeah, so D&D, I think they're on D&D version 5 now. But D&D 4 started to kind of make it a bit more like MMO classes and things where you'd have like tanks and stuff like that. And I mean, you kind of had, oh god, I need frames and stuff. You kind of had these notions before, but they weren't, it was a bit more free flowing. Like you kind of just made up your character and the skills kind of defined what their role was. Whereas, well, it is a bit of a confusing thing if you don't know about D&D and stuff. But they kind of made it more like the Trinity class. So this is a damage dealer. They have damage dealing roles. This is a tank. They have tank roles. So it's harder for you to make like more of a hybrid thing. Like you had so many random spells and abilities and stuff in the old Dungeons and Dragons games that you kind of be anything.
Freight stuff is very expensive.
Oh yes, frames.
What stuff?
Freight, the train.
Oh, yeah.
Rods. More rods.
Might not be so bad with but it's these are computers.
Well, right. So D&D at the heart of it, Dungeons and Dragons, is we're not talking about D&D who wrote Game of Thrones. They're completely different people. But yeah. So Dungeons and Dragons is effectively a pen and paper based RPG system. So the idea is like you've seen like characters where they've got strength, constitution, dexterity. Oh, that one.
Yeah, that works.
That works.
Oh, that's not gonna be enough. We need more iron mods.
We put an overflow on the second floor, and then we can
Do more there.
do more.
I tell you what, the books that you can get for Dungeons and Dragons, like the player's handbook and the DM handbook and stuff, they're quite nice just to flick through and read there. The illustrations and stuff in there are quite good. I'm going. I need more of something. No, it's not quite Game of Thrones.
Right, Strator.
Although there would be some similarity, some overlap.
Gonna need more steel pipe, I think.
But you could make in Dungeons and Dragons, you could make a character which would be like, I don't know, you could make any character from anything in it really. But it's just a framework for making a character and having adventures really. But because it's pen and paper, it's more a case of you have to use your imagination a lot more. What am I doing? I need to go back to base. Stock up on the good stuff and come back. Let me hop on the escalator. Yeah, we had a really long running campaign, as I was saying to Mikey before, and it was really quite good. Because also, you know like Baldur's Gate, Kirsty? You've heard of Baldur's Gate, right? Or Neverwinter Nights?
Wow, that's taken so long.
That's quite a good jump there. Parkour!
The heavy modular frame thing.
Oh yeah, it's a long.
That's why I wanted to do it here, because I think we're going to need like three or four
You're gonna need to work on that
to
one.
be able to make something in bulk.
When the child comes along, that's gonna need a lot of imagination. Imagination. Right, what am I taking? What am I taking from here? Let's take some more cables.
Okay, if I had I was about to put down another.
But a lot of video
games.
games.
If I put down like.
Well, mainly the Dungeons and Dragons video game, but they use, like the Dungeons and Dragons mechanics.
And the other thing we potentially could do as well is.
I have just managed to speed it up by increasing the rates that the screws are going to it, but I did have picked up what was in its bucket.
Well, I've just put a power shard in there as well. The only problem is that power shard is now taking 105 megawatts.
105.
No, don't worry about it. It's quite good fun. It's just like a. Do you remember Hero Quest? Do you remember Hero Quest? You played that as a little girl. I almost said a little boy, but you weren't a little boy.
I mean, it's going though. It's going.
It's going. It'll do.
So,
build up the stuff. We haven't got all the other bits together to be able to build the final things that we want it for anyway, so.
Iron rods.
It'll get there.
No, they're on the next floor.
Right, we've only actually got 2 storage bins left. Third one's an overflow.
Oh, I'd be up for a game of D&D, but it's just I don't have the time to really DM anymore. You need somebody else to do the DMing. But I'm happy enough to join him. Have a little round table. I mean, you could possibly get Gooch involved. He's always said that he'd want to try that sort of thing, but he says a lot of things and then doesn't do them, so I don't know. Because I mean, the only reason that we stopped playing was I said I was DMing most of the sessions, and then I had children, and the main place we used to go to actually do it was down at Kinky John's house.
You looking for wire?
Because Kinky John's got this odd thing with his knees where They keep dislocating constantly.
Wire.
So he's technically disabled.
Thing.
Well, it's not technically, he is physically disabled. So he doesn't really drive or anything. So we used to go down to his house, but it's like an hour's drive away from me to get there. And an hour back. Ugh. It wasn't a video game, Kirsty, a board game, Hero Quest. It was a delicious feast where you'd make dungeons out of tiles and you'd roll dice to do damage and you'd fight things. Where am I going now? Up here. One of my favourite games actually from the Mega Drive, which I showed Mikey the other day actually. Dungeons and Dragons, Warriors of the Eternal Sun.
Highway to TPs.
That one there was that was a very good Dungeons and Dragons game.
Once you brought that thing out of his base a bit.
Oh dear. I've just put a pipe into that system. That's gonna block it up somewhere. Oops.
Unless you want it particularly neat, then you might want to do it.
Let's put the iron in.
I was considering. He's already got a line going to the side of where we were doing the smart plate. I upgrade that to a level 4 and then pump it into the beginning, so that it goes into all the same storage containers. And then all of our stuff is going into the same storage containers. And I think I might make these storage containers a bit wider.
Twister, that's. You know what? That's actually one. I think the night I met Jen, I'm not sure I was playing Twister with her, but I was playing Twister that night. I drunk a lot at that point. Hey, I was still limboing all over the shop. I think I won that game. Can't remember. Too much stuff happened.
Is that it? Should I take it from here?
Yeah, you can take it from
there. Oh yes.
Where's he got
these things?
Coming out of his base.
Hang on a minute.
Loads of them, and loads of the round things.
Route it along the cliffside.
But yeah, Mikey, have a look into if you seriously want to do a D&D session, work out who wants to actually run the campaign. I mean, you can get pre-made campaigns.
That's a long
you still can make up whatever you want in there. If you've played loads of RPG games, you can probably just DM one yourself, as long as you've got a start, a middle, and an end. But look at Pathfinder as a game system, because it's quite cheap to get all the. I think Humble Bundles quite often have the books for it. But it's a lot more customizable
is to move it around so that it connects at the beginning.
Yeah.
Where all these crates are.
Yeah, take it to where the beginning of those crates are. Connect it in a Heath Robinson style, like I've connected my other ones in.
I'm not sure if they are. He's been here for a while.
I'm getting this sorted, man. This would be amazing. But,
that's right. I'll.
You can rectify it later. I just need it to be functionable.
Double up these.
Run out of screws. Run out of screws. Yeah, I'll send some links in the Discord Pathfinder, because that's I say 3.5 is probably my favorite D&D system, but the new ones they're just too streamlined for me. What am I doing? Have I got the rotors? 13, that might be enough to get on with. No, more rotors. Ooh. have to spend an hour making screws now. Great. Hey, surely, Kirsty, you could always try and incorporate Twister into D&D. They have these things called skill checks. There's actually a stat for acrobatics. You can acrobatics skill check, and everybody has to partake in a game of Twister. I remember I used to get into lots of arguments with Kinky John as well, because he was, I mean, different DMs like all run campaigns differently. Like some people are they're sticklers for the rules, and everything has to be, you have to adhere to the rules. There's no deviation from the rules. Whereas other people are more like, we don't mind. We can go off piece for a while and be more cinematic with what happens. But it's certain people prefer different. Like some players prefer like it has to be in the rules, and some people are like, oh, I don't care about the rules. I just want to have crazy cinematic things happen. It's a mix. Well, maybe if Rolf would massage you a bit more, maybe you could. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't go into that now. He can talk about that on his stream. He's gonna get banned anyway, isn't he? He's already broken terms of service. Does power keep cutting out? I keep hearing things going. I'm not sure if it's my iron backing up or something.
I was going to say it could be because you've got a backup somewhere.
Yeah, it could be.
Or the machine isn't fully stocked.
I must do a hot drink in a minute. Well, let's see if I've made enough stuff for down here. Yeah, a hot drink. Oh my.
Well, I might get a hot drink too.
Oof. Now you're talking, Rolf.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
talking.
there's always one, isn't there? Can't get a hot drink. Gotta go for a cold drink. You trendsetter. See, if you had a one pot, maybe you'd be making different life choices.
One pot.
Well, if
Wow.
I wasn't already 3/4 of a bottle of wine down, I would possibly make different choices in my life. So I've already drunk 3/4 of a bottle of wine. So I'll have a glass of juice.
Oh,
Wow.
nice. Missing rods. Can't get a break here.
And you see, when you're 3/4 of a bottle of wine down, you don't really care about one pot.
Maybe your priorities are in the wrong place there then. I don't know what to tell you, Si. I'm down on rods and I gotta go all the way back down.
You see, now if you were 3/4 of a bottle of wine, you wouldn't give a shit.
True that. I've got on your super fast escalator here.
It's good, isn't it?
Whoosh. Yeah. I'm getting back to base so fast. If I go any faster, I'm gonna go back in time. There should be like flame trails behind me. Yeah, turn into a DeLorean.
Zoom.
I'll make some more of those things, or I'll find some more of those things, and I'll upgrade some more of the stuff going that way.
Anyone got any cable?
There's some cable in.
Just to confirm, on
Place
Kirsty's
where the copy sheet is.
assertion there. Yes, it was sex
Not
night
much
at the
cable
uni,
left there now, though.
the student union at that time.
Oh, unless it's on top.
No,
But it
no,
wasn't
Crystal's
sexual
cable.
Twister.
It's in the very far.
What?
There's 3 crates.
Why is this not doing
Oh,
anything?
Oh, I see the further one.
Good thing I came up here when I did.
Full of cable. Mind if I do? There's not a lot coming down that conveyor belt, is there?
There's none. There's none coming down that conveyor belt.
Broken stuff.
Actually, I'm going to need
Might be
a
going
few
to
more.
the main thing.
There we go.
No, there's no cable over here. That's
Oh.
okay.
I still have fond memories of the SU burger.
We don't need
Oh,
it.
that was
We don't need
delightful.
cable.
I'm pretty sure the burgers came out of tins, but oh, they were good. With all that this oily mayonnaise and
But
some. It was actually quite crisp, the lettuce. I remember that being quite crisp, not soggy. And
Your power's in the
yeah,
way.
it was bacon that wasn't super crispy. Wasn't under the. Oh, it was delightful. I remember Rolf once getting like 3 of them and stacking them.
Power line is in the way.
no, it's
Ah, let me see if you remember. Rolf.
Yes.
Do you remember getting like 3 SU burgers one day and just stacking them and eating them?
Maybe, probably not. But it sounds like something I might do.
Yeah, well, this is the guy who brought home a whole pack of Muller yogurts and just ate them all one after each other, just because he liked the first one. That was amazing. Do you remember that?
I actually do that.
Yeah, well, and they are brothers, people. They are brothers.
I bought 2 packs of Muller yogurts the other day and I ate the whole lot in one go.
Yeah, see, I couldn't. Well, I could do that, but I'd refrain from doing that. But you guys are like 3 times the height of me, so you're allowed to consume more than I am. I may as well be a hobbit.
That is very true.
Oh, rotors.
Going to require the. Yeah, I'm going to.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, lots of SU burgers. And he had, I remember him coming back, and he sat down, had a Muller yogurt, and went, "Oh, this is nice," and then just proceeded to keep eating one after another until he had them all, like a whole 6-pack, and then just waddled back to his room. Well, he didn't waddle. Rolf's quite thin. Well, he was anyway back then. I'm not sure what he's like now. I haven't seen him since COVID, really, other than a brief glance. But yeah, it was funny. He's just off to his room, full of Muller yogurts. Ooh, it's alright. Overshare. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. I take that back. Don't overshare. After me. I wish these screws would make faster. Goodness me. This is us for the night now, people. Strap yourselves in. The screw train's chugging off. Oh, the rice in the shower. That was a delightful story for everyone involved. Mikey, are you still there? You entered a D&D coma because you're gonna like the rice in the shower story. He's gone. He's passed through the event horizon. He's waist deep in D&D books now. But to be fair, you have a small child in your belly. Well, I say a small child. I don't know how big he or she is. Little Chickaride could be a mountain. I doubt it, though. I've seen the size of Rolf. You never know. I mean vertical size as well here, people. He's very tall. Well, I mean everybody's very tall to me, but I have to look up when I'm talking to him. It's like talking to a tree. May as well be an ant. I don't know what that means. Maybe she's gone to get a hot drink too. Yeah, about the hot drink I mentioned like 5 minutes ago. It's strange how that thing happens. I remember Mikey telling me, oh yeah, we play Factorio and be like, oh, a bit thirsty now. Same sort of thing here. All this just so I can build some more things to make more things. The never-ending cycle. Maybe this is like an artistic representation of consumerism. I don't know. Right then. No. Well, that's good. £6 is good. I mean, you don't want it too big, do you? You got to get it out. The bigger it is, though, oh, it's going to be to get out. I don't think that's going to fill you with confidence, but maybe we should stop this line of conversation. It's going to be fine. Well, lack of context, half the fun, isn't it? 1, 2, there we go. Right, let me get this all up and running. Otherwise, people will be knocking at my door saying, where's my steel stuff? I'll be like, oh god, not again. I'm right. Yes, that's right. I'm lying. I don't know what's going on anymore. Oh wow. Don't remember getting that many scans. Well, not that I got scanned. No point in them scanning me.
Cable and screws, cable and screws.
Well, I mean, she's allowed to think that. It's like that thing, isn't it, where people are like, oh, all our family are twins, and we only have babies which are 20 pounds and have 3 feet and stuff. All these old wives' tales from the sea. Power. Very good thing,
Right,
isn't it?
on the screws, I think.
Yeah, I think probably so.
1, 2.
Yes.
1,
Yeah, I was
2.
it's all backing up a little bit, trying to get in.
Alright, well, it's handy. It's handy to get all these checks and things. Where's that gun going? Oh yeah, it's going that way.
Oh, there's out. I need smart.
1, 2.
Smart splitters, smart AI. So which means I need the yellow cable. Yeah, I gotta make this a lot wider so we can put in. We've got more buckets for stuff to go into.
Mesner's buckets. I'm surprised he hasn't made a train station yet, if I'm honest.
Do we have any the cable come across yet? So do I need to go and find it?
Find it. That's Lee's making it.
Making what? What? Hello? Hello?
Cable.
I was making cable near the copper place.
Yeah, I need more.
It's
Need it making again.
well, it's still making. I haven't stopped making it.
Are
It
you
was
able
going
to
into
throw
the.
it onto the big bus.
Yeah, I can do. You just give me a few minutes. I'll
Not the
put
copper
down.
cable, the other cable.
Yeah,
cable.
the cables.
Yeah.
Yeah, which uses copper wire, doesn't it? I
I don't know what it is. Yes, it does. Copper wire, mate. Oh, actually, copper. We've got shitloads of copper
Yeah,
wire.
that's why I was
over here.
making cable.
I'll just make cable. I mean, like, there's shitloads of copper wire over at the place over here.
Yeah, well,
so
that's what's been siphoned. It's. I'll be over in a minute anyway. I'll have a look.
Because most of the thing is there. Well, I'll do that. I'll do that. Or has it gone away?
Yeah, we can have trains, by the way.
Yes. Do that.
Where's the?
It'll be fine. It's fine.
No, what's that linking up with? Oh yeah, I've got to come this way.
Upstairs.
1, 2. 1, 2. Right, if these are all sorted, Rolf, I'll come over and look into the Oh, actually, I've just got to get some iron.
Because we've got plenty of copper cable, I'll turn copper cable into cable.
Well, actually, I'll come straight back. Well, like I say, there was too much being made. You know, there's all 3 containers.
Yeah.
It's all been pumped in there, so I'll pump whatever I've got up, and then you can route whatever else you want to wherever then. Because I ended up downscaling a load of it and just bunging a bit on. Because there's that much copper cable, you probably just whack like 2 or 3 constructors in front of that.
One constructor in it, and it'll convert it across, and then I've got some. It'll trickle it all.
Yeah, because it's all been backed up here. I can see the because it's going into the old one.
I'll do this for now. Is it in a constructor or an assembler?
It's a constructor. Oh, somebody actually might have destroyed it because I can't find any cables anywhere down here. Let me go look if the constructor's still there for it. Oh, yeah. It's just not getting much copper cable now that it's all been siphoned off.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll make one over here.
Yeah, I'll just remove this stuff down here because it's not going to be needed anymore. Why? What happened on Wednesday? I wish I was there for the good stream on Wednesday. A bit worrying. Why is this here? Right, let's just clear that up. Oh, no wonder Mikey's gone quiet. He's in Tarkov. I don't know. Can't remember. Why is this all backing up? Odd. Yeah, I remember there was a day when there was a big kickoff around cross stream chats, and that was about it. The problem is now that we have to isolate our chats, it's a bit harder to get bants going. But I think it's just gonna be this game. Once we're back to Heroes of Krypton Factor or whatever, I'm pretty sure the bants will return. I need to get the iron coming back up. So iron's going here. Damn, I'm going to need to merge into this. Oh dear. There we go. Got a merger down here. Actually, no, that's around this way. Over here we go. There we go. And then if I up this to a Mark IV, let's speed on this now. Ooh. Fall down. I'm an idiot. 120, that should be more than enough. Oh, you can see me back looking further. That's fine. This is fine. It's about the hot drink I keep mentioning. Let's go into that in a minute. Well, hopefully that'll ram right up there now. I need more coal now. Oh, I've still got more coal than it needs, so maybe I can get a few more on here. I'll give it a try. Can't afford it. Oh no. Yeah, I need concrete. Need the concrete. Well, you know what? I'm actually gonna go get that hot drink now. Gonna go do it. Been putting it off for too long. Plucked up the courage to leave the room. I'll be back shortly.
Okay, adaptive control units are being made. Might be slowly, with all the bits it requires, but they are being made. Did you get motors on the what's the name? Motors on the make TP?
I'm saying the robber.
Have you got no rubber?
No robber. I need protection, Rolf.
I was going to rejig the flow on this. I'll bring it back on in a minute. Right, I've got I've got a load more containers on the go and a space for more. Move this. Where's that? Level 3.
TP, put an AI splitter on your plastic belt at your storage to split rubber off it into another container. And then go and build your refinery. Or ship rubber in or something. Down your belt. Okay?
Double the rubber and the plastic.
That was the power.
That was sound like the power.
Because there should be more fuel now. That's the other thing you could build. More power.
Well,
I've set up another 4 refineries right now. So there should be more fuel coming in.
In that case, I will. If you just put more refineries on, and you've stuck rubber to come down your belt, and I don't need to go and do that. I will go and find all the bits I need to build power plants.
Make some power.
I need computers and rubber. Oh, go away. Are there still animals alive here, TP?
They are messing with my face.
This is like your route across there, and it's like, there's still animals alive! Why have you not murdered them all?
They keep respawning. Bastards.
They don't respawn.
They respawn where you don't build stuff.
I'm back. Did you need me for anything?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. What do you need me for?
No, I don't know.
Oh, it's fine. Business as usual then. No power. Have we got no power at the moment?
No, we've got no power.
Oh, that's...
It's all you.
Well, it possibly is. Let me know how you get on with that.
I'm gonna go and build some more power stations.
Yeah, so I brought online 6 refineries.
That's what I
There
needed.
should be more fuel.
Ugh. Right, back up for the concrete. Ugh. Scream if you want to go faster. Right, well, that's not good. That is good.
Get one more modular frame. I could build 4 power stations, but I can't. So.
Right, that there is good. That means I build more good stuff down here. Cha-ching! I'm gonna build one of these. Rubbish. 1, 2. There. Oof! Shazam, right, okay.
Right, well, I've got enough bits to build 3 power stations.
Well, those idiots sort out the power. That'll be good to go.
Okay.
Oh, maybe not.
Building 4 would have been nicer.
Most definitely do. Come and get it. Bring it.
That's Mezzy
You're
and a
welcome to bring me one heavy
cheese cracker
modular
or
frame
something.
and let me build another.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, but that stupid thing.
Oh, you haven't got any because the power's off.
Oh, no, because I've taken the ones I've got. I've stolen them from there.
That
I've
way,
emptied what
yes.
my thing had built.
Stop it.
I had 39
It's about back
built,
in there.
ready to turn
This
into
one
the other
down
things,
here.
not 40, which is 10 required. So as I said,
1, 2.
Well, there's another thermal spot where
Right.
the existing one is.
go and get that sorted out. Any of those ones that don't require
There we
anything
go,
is
that's-
all worth having.
I don't know. I needed
Look at all
what I
those
need.
cats.
Modulars and rotors.
That's amazing. Loving the cat faces. Meow.
Oh my goodness, it's like a graveyard now that everything's stopped. No, screws. Let me make a load of these. Mess can read my mind. Oh, I think he's
When
too
we go
heavy.
into the oil place.
Yep.
There's one you want.
Just one I need. That'll let me build the fourth. Then you'll find I've done bad math.
Got my cup of tea now. Things are slightly calmer. God, these take forever to make. Ugh. I thought as well, what I might do is, when the new version of Touchable comes out, I might put an automated little thing at the bottom so I can be like, go watch Mad Nig's stream to see another side of the story or something. You know, just forward some more people down there to him. I'm pretty sure the more nobodies he gets, that's his term for his people, by the way, not my term. The more nobodies he gets, the happier that face in the webcam will be. I'm looking at it right now. It doesn't look that happy. It's the face of somebody who's mildly distraught, I think. Maybe it's because of the lack of power. In game, that is. I can't comment on his lack of power out of game, but. Well, gee, making screws is fun, isn't it? I'm done with the screws. Ugh. Let's make something else. Look at the rotors. I think it's like 20 of these per one. Oh, screws. I should probably just run home and just rob everybody's screws. They're not gonna know. It's so hard to keep track of everything now. They're just going to be like, oh, all the screws have gone. Right then. Let's get more Rotors? Where are the rotors? Rotors.
Behind on the floor, Rolf.
Oh, hello. Why is he running up? I just want to be friends.
You don't have to have any more foundation with you, do you? You've always got foundation.
Not a lot.
I noticed as well these things.
That's all I've got.
They look like
Thank
Xbox
you.
360s on the top. It's just like a big Xbox 360 on the side there. Actually, I need to be down here near the Xbox 360s. Oh, 10, I can make 2 of these. Lucky me. Right, that's one of these set up. Up there. Let's set up some more as well. While we are here, let's set up some more. Nope. Yeah. Yeah. Right, okay. Oh, stupid thing. How's that? What? That's not in range. That's not in line. Not in line. Want a refund? That there looks in line. No, still not. Right. Let's do no. Do it from this side. Gotta be in line now, right? There we go. No. That. Oof. Right, okay. Deals with that. Deals with that. I'm glad that didn't lie to me there. That one lying. That one might not be lying either. Oh, rubbish.
Random 32 computers in the middle of nowhere.
32 random computers in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's like a pretend cave-in. Just a load of motors and random guff on the floor.
Cool.
Deal. Deal. Steel. We better get the power back on soon. Goodness me. What's the ETA on this power, do you think?
About a minute.
Oh, right, cool. Cool. Those you know those work in progress things we pick up, there's virtually no reason to pick them up, is there?
Not at the moment, no.
Cool. Two. Two. No. Two. Well, I made more of these. I'm not going to be going far without any foundations. Why is that flying up here? That's worrying. Has the power just shit the bed again?
No, I'm trying to get it on, but it's
Got too much stuff.
with you. Too much stuff. Just tripping out. Could do with some stuff turning off a minute just so we can get it running again, because it's possible all the coal stuff isn't running properly now. It's been off.
It's a shame you can't set up like a power station to be like a backup
Substation.
Yeah, like a UPS or something. Is that a term? If I just made that up? Whatever the backup power supplies are called.
Yeah. Just create 1, 2.
Oh god, it smoked me.
Yeah, if I turn this stuff off over here a minute.
You know the plants that kind of belch at you? Have you met them yet? I assume you have.
The poison ones.
Yeah, they just kind of fart green stuff at you. Can you just deck them with your sword?
I haven't. I put a gas mask thing on and tried to do something with them and just failed to achieve anything.
I'll just leave it for now then.
Mez, are you
Right, I'm going back, yeah.
in the base? If you were, could you try and pull that slug out of the thing you put in, just so we can just get enough down?
It's a shame that you can't have like a fuse box somewhere, so you just like have each power section up to a fuse box, and then you could just go, look, short it. Turn it off for a while. That makes sense, doesn't it? If when you're these large, like factory things set up, you just go, well, I'll just take the steel bit offline for a bit of time. But you've got to manually go through every single machine as it currently stands, or at least go and snip one of the power cords which links a subsection.
Alright, it's off.
Okay.
Turn some others off as well.
Yeah, I just turned the bench over here off. Get right. Okay. Right.
They've just gone back on.
I've got it back on. Hold on before turning the stuff on.
Well, I turned them off and then they switched themselves back on again. I took the over. Oh, this one's off.
Oh no, it didn't turn itself back on. I got the power on.
That's enough.
Just need to wait long enough for all the coal to come back in.
Are you running out of coal down there, or you've got an okay supply?
I hope not, because we haven't done anything with it for a while. So unless you've changed anything that might have changed the routing of coal.
I haven't changed the routing of coal, but I am using more coal now. I'll go have a look at your thing. It's only down the road.
Yeah, if that crate's full, it's fine. If that crate's totally empty, then yeah,
It's not fine.
That might have something to do with it.
Well, I can see smog things coming from the top of them. I'm not sure if that indicates that they're on.
I don't think it indicates much.
Yeah, your thing's full.
That's fine.
Shocker. Can't move for coal.
One coming from the original coal place. Yeah, that's it's moving, but it's completely full.
I suspect what we'll have done is just used more than we're making, and then once we knock it off now, it takes a bit of...
I mean, if you want, I can temporarily turn all mine off by just unlinking all the power nodes.
I can stay on now. I just need to see what because our production capacity is fluctuating.
Yeah, well, I have built a lot of stuff.
I know.
No, I mean by production capacity, I mean like the production of electricity.
Yeah.
Fluctuate. Which...
What you should do is, you know, when you pipe the water into the coal, is before that, put a water storage tank at a higher level. So if the power goes, the water will still drain out of the container. So I think what the problem is that obviously because you've got no power, it can't pump the water. If you don't have enough water, it's not generating enough electricity. But if you put like a buffer in, you can at least restart it.
I know there are common.
If we build more fluid buffers here, just in front of the power stations, I'll give a buffer.
There are a whole bunch of fuel buffers on these ones. Right.
Your main one's back on them.
Yeah, the fuel power stations have got plenty of fuel in them. It's like they weren't running out. There's plenty of capacity for it, and they only take the one thing. I think we must have hit our maximum thing and just knocked it off.
Yep, look at your coal in the other place and see why it's fluctuating.
So it's normalising and going up. So we're now at 3.5. All the drop. But yeah, for ages I had it like dropped off, but we're using 85%. But yeah, we've hit an amount where we're going beyond what is there.
I've had to artificially slow steel ingots going down to the copper base area. I mean, that was only being used to produce the legs anyway. But it's just so I can get more throughput on. Obviously, because I'm not getting enough steel ingots too. Because I'm actually, you know what? I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna delete that. There you go. That'll up throughput down this end. Because I'm making steel down there anyway. It was just a bit easier sending extra down. Yeah, so if somebody wants to rebuild that later, they can. Right then. What's next on the agenda? Done the steel. Done the beams. Still need more steel though. What's the flow rate on the coal? You know the rank 4 thingy? The rank 4 escalator? Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
What's the throughput on that? 480, okay. 480. Go have a look up here then.
Right, I found one of your coal generators for some reason isn't running.
Oh my goodness. There's going to be an inquest. Yeah, 480, so that's maximum.
Yeah, there's I think that's what's happening is that...
What's it lacking?
Water. Water at the very end of this. It's a bit too high. I think.
Can't afford.
Then.
Right, well this is outlandish. I am going to go up
to it, which is
and
also high, is
get more of that stuff.
fine, but one of them for some reason.
On top of the
There's
Xbox.
just not left in the pipe by the time it gets to there.
On the Xbox.
If they all ran out, bear in mind it's got to pump the water, and it's like a conveyor belt.
Let's all go. Oh no!
Yeah.
All the other things
Jesus.
strip it first, and then eventually.
Oh, where's it going? Where's it going?
Fills up everything else.
There's another one here.
To be fair, even if we had
Down there, down
buffers
to that one, down this way.
it would continue working till they ran out, and then they would run out.
Yeah. There's on the sand bed. There's 2 which have got really bad flow.
I take that one away and replace it with a shit one.
What's
there we go.
Another
is that a good one?
Water.
That's a good one. I don't want a good one there. They put a shit one in.
Stuff.
Oh, I'm dying. Oh no.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, bang in another water extractor and.
Right, what else is happening?
Yeah,
right, leave that one separated. Don't need that.
And another one.
Oh, that's what I was going to do.
So that's why it's fluctuating.
Send the coal down.
That's why it's fluctuating now.
Coal for the coal
you can't
gods.
bring it back on once you've knocked it off. But when you go beyond a certain amount, it takes a bit to bring it back online. But we're using, as it currently stands, 71% of what we're producing, which means the things tend to do a lot of sucking. Not a sucking.
Not enough. Not enough. Oh, I can make some. I can make some. Right. 82, that's a good number. Pull the spacebar down while I drink some more tea.
Level 2 water extractor.
Yeah, there are now. Or have we got them yet?
I better talk to them now. They talk about level 2 stuff. Yeah. So the water stuff then. Will that? Oh no.
We got a Mark 2 pump and a Mark 2 pipe.
Well, I assume that the capacity of water isn't the issue.
No, they only produce a certain amount. Then you have to pump it higher.
Yeah, but I assume that he's getting enough down to his bit. It's just when the power cuts out, you can't. Is there any sort of reservoirs that you can get? Like, whoa.
Yeah, water.
No, these water pumps don't have a lot in their reservoir. That they're not. It's being pumped out of them.
Oh, so they do have a reservoir built in then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds good then. That'll help.
The thing you pump it into has a reservoir. The thing the extractor has a reservoir. The pump has a reservoir, and you can actually put in a reservoir, but it will just be empty unless there's a backlog.
Okay. What do you want with the 12? I'm out the loop. Fill me in. Like Craig David.
Right, and the pipe can actually
I
only
hope he
move
did
a
that
certain
song.
amount.
Maybe I'm
Anyway,
making that up.
current amount of pipes. Right, so why is the pipe is completely full?
Ooh. So blinding.
Essentially, the way I can tell it does is the
Level 2. Oh yeah,
pipe
the pump.
fills, and then it passes it along to the next pipe.
So we need more of
at
these. What
its
do I need
flow
to make
rate,
that? Rotors.
and then onto the next pipe, and onto the next pipe, so they gradually fill up.
Rob Lowe's.
Yeah, I think you've got
I'm over it now. I'm over now.
the pumps that you've got are
Getting through
stopping
faster.
because they're making too much water.
Yeah,
and
they've got enough water.
And they get to this point and it splits in half.
Yeah. Well, I might turn the pipes into Mark II pipes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that'll probably solve it.
Can't get the iron out fast enough.
We didn't used to have Mark II pipes there. The last time I came over here, we didn't have that.
Maybe I should. Oh yes. That's what we need. Mark 4 here. Mark 4 there.
What's going on?
Get it in you.
On? You're full of water. And you are full of water. Oh, which ones?
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get more
for
for that.
Struggling for water, Mez?
More for that. That's yes. This all makes perfect sense now.
The one furthest northeast.
No. Right.
All making a lot of sense.
Here, this is the one that's struggling.
So it's backing up because the throughput further down.
This one.
It's not going through fast enough because it's one big line, like the train.
The other ones here are fine.
Thomas the Tank Engine, just full of coal.
Ironically, was the first.
Well, iron. Sorry,
in, I think.
Iron. Chugging away.
Go to get away with another pump in the middle here.
Possible.
Push it higher.
Put more in there.
Yeah, that's a. Although there's a pump there, but it's got
so increase the capacity.
It's got head lift room on it.
Interesting. That might be
increase
enough.
the capacity then.
Yep, it might just be under. Oh,
Question.
No, I think I have a little bit here.
You know the containers? Is there a max flow rate that they can take out, or is it just dependent on what conveyor belt they've got?
The containers.
Yeah, there's say that again. So I've got a container, right? Let's assume I put a rank 4 on. You know, like miners have flow rates, so a miner can only maximum output, let's say 120 per second. Do containers have a max flow rate, or are they just down? They will output as fast as your conveyors can take them.
Containers will just take as fast as your stuff.
Right, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
They're ranking on the containers and stuff.
This is fine.
Now that should get you to the point where, so this one's got 200 now rather than... I don't have any more plastic after that.
It's still backlogging a bit, but it's not as bad there. Oh, that's better. Like a bit of that.
Should have done it.
Right.
Nearly. 30.
What's next on? Oh, yes. Oh, screws. I'm just going to go Rob screws.
I've upgraded this across.
Don't tell them.
Higher one and
this is corporate espionage.
Yeah. So.
Solid Snake style.
Done it. Right, the other ones were
completely missed
down
out.
Here. Pretty much all of these. Maybe a few of them. Or at least they were.
Get on here. Get on the train, fish.
Yeah, this one. The second one in.
It's on the faster line. The Express.
Third one in on 20.
They're playing Wipeout.
I think that's improved, actually.
Right then. Over here.
Yeah, I think just upgrading the pipe is just enough fluid.
Where we go? Right, let's have a look on here. Where's this go? The Space Expressway.
Yeah, maybe not.
Well, it's all the way down.
I don't know where you actually
yeah, it's going to be down here, isn't it?
You know the original where we started making the power plants beginning? There's
down
about
this way.
4 or 5 of them which are struggling.
Oh, here we go. There's the screw. Oh no, that's
It might not be
plastic.
a pressure thing. It might be just literally how much flow has been divided.
Yeah,
what's
can
that
be.
one doing?
I don't think it
You're not actually. I
normalises
want some of
over
them.
time, but if
Shh, don't tell them. Don't tell them.
realistically, if it's a case of we find it's out a bit, we
What's
can.
that stuff? Don't need
Yeah,
rubber.
this one here has got
Don't need plastic. Let's
no
go up here.
water. So
What's up in
which
here?
line is it on?
Right, there we go. That screws are going in.
That
Screws
one
going in. Let's
there.
find the screws.
I'll go and grab some more plastic.
Save the cheerleader. Save the world. There. Oh, there's the screws. I see them. I see them. Screws going in. They go
We
straight.
got plenty
out.
of plastic.
Damn, missiles using them.
39.
Okay, peeps.
Not enough
Let's
to upgrade all.
let's
the
go
way.
round here. Oh, what's going to the sink?
And this one's got low.
Is that my inventory or?
There,
Yes, that is.
and to there.
Let's sort that. There we go.
What
Right,
he's
so
doing here.
screws are
That
coming
one.
out, and the screws are going into. Oh no!
Over here. Like
Shh!
I have all of the.
Don't need the screws. They don't need them. I have need of them.
Yeah.
Why are they not making enough
And
screws?
down
Right, this
there.
this gonna take forever. I'm just going back to my own base and
Round.
just gonna pilfer them from myself. God, that was a lot of effort with little payoff. Actually, maybe I think about this all wrong. Is anyone mass producing rotors? Ah, the rotors back
No,
there.
but we're pumping all the stuff to the other base.
What an
to the
idiot.
central place.
What a total buffoon. Danke.
No, I am making rotors. But they're going to the central place.
Danke. Okay, yes. So I was thinking too small scale.
Oh shit! Do you know what? I don't remember. Yeah, that's the one I think I asked Rolf to put into a bucket.
Oh god, if he's asked Rolf to do it, it's not going to be done.
You asked me to put something in a bucket. I did put something in a bucket.
Oh, maybe he has then. Rotors! Oh my god! Thank you. I've got enough rotors. I'm done. I'm done here. My work is done. That's the. Oh, actually, I can get some modular frames going in here. Yeah, I think they are. Let's hunt down the modular frames. No, that's copper. Those beams. But oh, here we go. Oh, this one's full. Oh yes. Look at that. Actually, I get to take some more down with me. I should take some more rotors. Where were the rotors again? Where are the rotors? Are they near? No. They were down here somewhere, weren't they? Are rotors? That's not rotors. That's not rotors. That's certainly not rotors. Oh, but I'll take some of them actually. I feel like somebody's got a bit drunk here. One of your end storage things just has loads of guff in it. It's before the sink.
That's the
very
yeah.
end one.
Yeah.
That's the final overflow before it gets
Oh right,
bent.
okay.
The last chance corral.
Okay, that'll
It
do.
just sort of collects.
There's a
stuff
couple of
and
these which aren't connected.
Maybe I should take some more of them. Yeah, I'm gonna take some more of them. I mean, I am producing it after all. I get some say on them. Where did I get the rotors from then?
Yeah, I think I need to put another.
I did get them from
no
down here
water
somewhere.
in those. I think that needs.
Oh, there we go, yeah. Let's take a load more
I
rotors.
think that is
Uh,
the one that's been upgraded.
yeah, let's take all them. I put them in a little storage container down my side. See if you want to run down your lots. Oh, look at this. This is fancy. I don't have any of that where I live. Oh, where's this go? Whoop! Feel this was a bad idea. Bad idea. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no. I appear to have entered a I don't even know what to I don't even know what to call it. I'm in the time loop. Someone needs to come help me. Oh, I'm safe. I'm safe.
Crouch.
Oh, right, okay. I went to do a hyperloop and it wouldn't let me go.
Just so you're aware, Mez.
Yeah.
When you're upgrading the stuff,
That was shoddy craftsmanship up there.
120. A Mark 1 pipe can shift 300.
Yeah, there we go.
Mark 2 pipe can shift 600. So those bits that you've just upgraded would probably, unless we were building more extractors outwards, it might. I'm going to build another hump on this one as well. Out here.
Off we go.
I'll upgrade after the joint then.
Oh, cup of tea. Cup of tea.
Just in case it's like, I have an unlimited amount of.
Slightly cold now.
Or not.
True story.
For some.
Right, off we go. Back down here. That mine? I think that is mine. Let's go have a look. If I can get up there. Oh no, there's a font. I'm out. I'm out. Oh, unless I get this way. Can I? Yes, 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 yes.
Right, that's stabilized it.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
3,725.
These stupid whale things. Just look at them. Stop showing me your ass. It just gets trapped there. Look at it try to eat through the floor.
You got an extra 1,000 capacity now.
What an absolute idiot. Right then. So you need to make more steel beams.
I think there might be some stuff still turned off though. Not sure, but
oh, not enough coal.
Because I only brought on board 3 more, which I owned 2 for. So I added 600 capacity
need more coal
to what
then.
we had. So we obviously did
Where
touch
do we get more
upon
coal from?
3,100, and we're running at 2,009. So yeah, probably hit that.
That's my coal. Oh, look all down here. Oh, I wonder if they've got it. Don't tell them. Don't tell them we want it all for ourselves. What? Yeah, that's mine. That's down here. Let's go this way. Oh, this would be fantastic if I can pipe coal up. More coal. There's some more concrete stuff. More iron. Impure. Yeah. No time for impure iron. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, God. They've already... Oh, they can't even get it out fast enough. They can't get it out. What an idiot. Let's go over there and pilfer some of it. Oh, no. I'll make it. What a shame. Let's see if we can make one down there. There we go. Let's go down here and inspect. I think this was TP's one that I was doing up for him. And then he screwed up my line and I just binned it off. It's like this, I can't get it out fast enough. There's me struggling for it. And this thing here is just like... Now, let's first of all put a splitter on here. And that way... I can just take it straight off the source. Ooh, yes. Okay. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave that. He didn't do me any favors. Power issues, that's news to me. I don't really want to know about power issues at the moment. I'm currently traversing the void. Here we go. Oh, do you mean the backup on there? Oh no, that's just because he's... Oh, can that reach there? Oh, just... So the reason why it's not going fast enough is because his flow rate on there is less than what can be handled. Oh. Is less than what can be handled by his stuff. So now that I'm basically, he's got more than he needs. If he was to upgrade
these things in,
all the stuff all the way down, he probably would have been okay.
Do a bit of
because he hasn't.
and stuff.
It's not going anywhere. So right.
Down to nuclear power.
Let's go down here. Right, where's my base from here? Right, it's up there. It's up this way.
Which in my head will be dig it up, stick it in. In reality, it's probably dig it up, deal with the radioactive waste.
Yeah, because there
this is mine anyway.
Waste.
That is not mine.
Barrel. There's a
Oh,
barrel.
we're going the other way then.
Nice.
That's not mine. Let's remove all of this. I should have put a beacon at my place. What an absolute idiot. Right, let's go this way then. Second attempt. There we go. Up there. Yeah, so I remember coming past this stuff. Oh, there's mine. We can see it. Looks a lot closer than I thought it'd be. Oh well, anyway. Once it's all in place, I can even go back and up the flow rate more. And just take even more of it. Because he's not using it. He doesn't need it. Watch it, just out of spite, he'll go and use it all now. Right, over here.
Got 16 printable coupons.
Coupons. Will it let us buy the things that we need to get to our next stage?
It will, but if TP decides that he needs all of the coal for something, he can effectively start overusing it. Right, I think I'm just going to feed this into the main coal subsystem up here. Where is that? That way. Ah, let me up. Right. 1, 2, 3. Whoosh! Didn't make it. What an idiot. Why do I even try? Ladder. Oh. There you go. Just a little bit. No. What an absolute idiot. Right, there we go. So the coal's coming all the way from... Right, let me put a merger here then. At least I can reinforce this one going down. Can I not merge into this? At some point?
Oh,
Can't afford! The bane of my existence. Iron plates. Make any. Right, where's the iron coming in? Thank you, iron. So let's watch for an hour while we make iron
26 out
ingots.
of the 100 things I need. So, going too badly. Alright, I'm aware that everything is ground to a horrible slow halt because we're not getting enough.
I think that was a successful haul there. Well, let's just make some iron plate. Oh, I can lob a load of stuff in here as well. In case I die, I'm not going to lose it all.
Coming in nicely.
Because I do die a lot.
Let me. I'll add another line of. I'll add another line of screws on.
Actually, I'll keep one of them with me.
All the things
This
I'm
can't get out.
all the stuff I'm sucking off at the moment, the things which are slow is screws and copper sheet.
Screws literally can't get out of the container quick enough.
Yeah. Because it's weird, isn't it? It sounds like one screw, but one screw is of a box of 50.
Well, let's put a load of those in. I'm not going to need all them right now. But I'll put a load of them in there. I'm not going to need all them.
Over here I am.
That's fine. I'm going to do all them actually. Put some more guff I'm not going to need in there. I don't need all of them. I don't need all of them. Actually, I'll take some more of them. Yeah, the rest seems okay. I'll keep that on me. Sort and back down we go.
What happened to that cup of tea, Lee?
Made, drunk, digesting.
You didn't tell me.
I told the people who mattered, Rolf. I'm sorry that you weren't on that list, but things were said, teas were made, and I mean I can get you VIP membership if that's what thing you're interested in. I mean currently there's no subscription fee right now. I mean if you get in early, get on the ground floor.
I don't know what to say. I thought we had a thing going on.
I don't know what to tell you.
Joint tea making.
Well, I went to. Is that the right? Oh dear. Well, I went to go make my tea.
It's alright, I'll forgive you, don't worry about it.
Thanks, Paul.
I'll forgive you.
What am I doing?
Don't know, but I know what I'm doing.
There we go. You're gonna make some tea. You're gonna make some tea.
I'm gonna make some cup of tea. I'm gonna make some tea. I'm gonna make some tea.
Hold it.
I'll be right back.
Oh, look at that.
But he's immediately going to follow me.
Look at that. Straight in there. That's just going to flood it.
You know, you can watch the cat.
I think I can make more of these now. Oh, the iron's backlogged, but the coal's just going to flush it all through. That's what we need. This is the break we've been waiting for. Let's get all this lined up nicely. Of course there'd be a bloody mountain in the way and ruin my plans. You're doing so well, Lily. Let's just plonk a mountain in your way. You know what I'm going to do, Kirsty? Just going to go up. People said it couldn't be done, but not me. I was just too lazy to do it. Not anymore. Right. Ooh. Onwards and upwards. Let's go. That could be that could be like a. My brain's not even working. What do they call it? not a motto. What an idiot. What a total idiot my brain is. Oh, I'm running out of iron sheets. Yeah, that can be a thing. A thing that we say and we know what we're saying. Yeah, that makes sense. Over this one. Over here. Over this one. I feel like with some of this, I might just... Oh no. Not getting used over there. I see, maybe I should just siphon around the side, but it doesn't matter. Right. I need more more iron bits. Oh, it's gonna take me forever. Oh. Where's the PS5 pad? Oh. There we go. The trusty PS5 pad, hands free. There we go. Look at that. Modern problems require modern solutions. Right, here we go. Once we've made all that sweet, sweet iron, we can make more iron plates. But it just never ends, does it? It never ends. Should have lobbed a load of iron plates in my bags while I was down there. Guess those guys will be like, oh, where's all the iron plates gone? Where's they all gone? Don't worry about it, guys. Oh, maybe I should be making some iron plates here. Maybe that's something to do. I mean, I use a load of them. They use in almost everything. And we don't have too much iron. What do you think, chat? Make some iron plates. Yeah, see, look, they're all dying. I can always siphon. Well, I don't know. Maybe if I have a splitter at this section here. Actually, is there a splitter? Yeah, I should split this side. If I split this side and then go off over here. I'm not saying anything. Here? Yeah, we can make a few iron things. But it's all sketchy terrain, isn't it? If I didn't have these things,
stick around long. Not once he saw me off.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Following you, Daddy.
You know, we'll get back to that in a bit. We'll get back to that later. But it does pain me that we're not running through all this iron. Let's do it. Let's bite the bullet. Let's make a little iron repository thing here. It doesn't have to be special. It just needs to work.
Alright, there's 2 dedicated lanes now going into the storage.
Right, so we need production.
Oh, yes, there is.
Oh, no, it's not that simple. Oh, I need a smelter and a...
Anyway, Lee, my tea's really great.
I am happy for you. That sounded a bit robotic, didn't it? But I am happy for you.
I am delighted for your mouth tasting.
Yes.
Very happy.
Like a Japanese robot.
I am.
Konnichiwa, mouth-san.
It's mouth-san.
That's not going to work. Oh,
No.
rat balls.
I presume that you're fixing it, Mez, because I haven't seen any screws come out of this for a little while.
It's just
Connected at the moment.
I think it's
Broken?
I think one of them is not connected for some reason. Let me just find out where the hell it is. Yes, that's not moving. Right, that one's not connected, that's why. Alright,
Let's
that
take off
should
that
be
one.
moving now.
Maybe some smelters at least. Some smelters
You're a
here.
smelter.
Let's get some smelters going here.
Oh, yes. Look at that. Look at them go.
Very. Well, that should be enough. Don't need loads of them. Right, I don't have a. No, I'm not merging. No. That's a splitter. Merge it. So they're going down into that one. Going down to there.
I wonder if that's
Right, let's have a splitter
two
up here.
adaptive controller units per production. Look, it says 2. I guess I'll
Oh,
find
you're
out.
splitting, that's why.
Well, yeah.
Well, okay, that's fine.
Splitting, and I've
That's
totally
not
consumed
hooked up, is
everything
it?
that's in the bucket.
The bucket, no, that's fine. Bucket base, let's upgrade that. Let's go up.
There we go. That does not sound good.
Do.
You're kidding me. One off.
Are you working on site?
One.
I'm actually making myself a copper plant.
Copper plant?
You can have some copper if you want.
I'm making myself a copper plant. That's
Have a copper sandwich if you want.
And he's going to make himself a bathroom.
well. I said there wasn't enough copper, so
Sad copper.
Need more steel beams. Oh, steel beams! I should have robbed loads when I was down there. Did I put any here? No. No.
That sounds like the power's gone. Has it? I don't think it has. Sorry, it's just the things I was next to have gone off because they haven't got the things that they need. Yeah, power's still on. I've just
right, it's probably the screws again.
Iron. Iron.
Oh,
Iron.
I'm trying to just upgrade them. So.
It wasn't the screws.
Oh, here comes the darkness.
It's the circuit boards.
God.
Because that's the
Dude,
on the other side that being made. It's just one of the things I was stood next to.
Oh. Oh, right. That's just a grade.
And that's
Oh,
got
40. Let's upgrade this one actually.
blindness. Just they get split as well. To go into 2 things.
Oh, that's
The end product. and the middle product.
Come on. Boom.
All these generic circuit boards that we keep making.
Oh.
Yeah.
Funny how they go in a whole bunch of stuff in it. And for anyone who's wondering, the cat followed me, was like, feed me now, and he's gone out. He's gone to bed.
I'm this low on these beams, especially given that I'm making them. Let's just make a storage thing here. Not got enough. Right, well, I have to use a rank 4 for there because I don't have anything less.
Right, the
flies in
screws
there.
should be significantly increased now.
Alleviating that enough? No, not really.
Nice.
Hmm. Oh, maybe I should just make it up a bit for here then. Up a bit for here to make the irony bits. Let's get up there somehow. I should make it a little ladder or something. Oh, let's just look up there. Could do with that a bit. I think I'm finding more problems to solve. Like before, it was a case of, ouch, bit my tongue. Ah, workplace injury. Yeah, before it was an issue of, oh, she needs to get some coal. Now I've got coal, it's like, oh, now I need to make some iron stuff, some iron plates.
We're going to back up now.
Lord knows I need more iron plates, right? Oh, goodness. Never ending. It's like you're the torturer and the person being tortured at the same time. And the person enjoying being tortured. Watching the torture. Fit another one in here. Apparently I can't. That many. Let's get some production. Constructor. Right, let's just pipe stuff up here actually. Oh god, I'm gonna need iron for that. Let's get some iron thingies. Yeah, at least the iron's coming in thick and fast there. A few minutes and it'll all be automated. Can't believe I bit my tongue. I bit it the other day as well. Just on the left at the back. I guess because Elliot went to hit me and there's a reflex I, for some reason, clenched my teeth. Rolf just staring at a conveyor belt there. It's a nice conveyor belt. Should hopefully be enough. Do I need something else as well? I can't remember. Well, that's what I was going to do. That's what I was going to do. Right. Let's pipe this from here to up here. Is it back there? Oh, there. And there, let's pipe.
And if you need a lot more What's the word? The electric stuff. The circuit boards. Oh, you need plastic for the circuit board, don't you?
Not necessarily. The copper sheet I'm making, I'm gonna take to the other stuff.
Yeah, because you can make it with quartz, can't you?
Yeah, I'm taking all this copper sheet down to the quartz and circuit boards down
Right,
there.
so let's go for.
And we've got a load of silica, but it's may as well.
Well, where the silica is, it's not really accessible to anything else, so I'll keep this stuff down there.
Just so you're aware, there is plastic going into the sink because it's filled up 2 big chests down there and the one up here.
Yeah.
Where
in the
the
middle? I must get that
thing is
close
I'm
together.
doing, it's close to the quartz.
I should maybe get this back a
It's
bit
the,
more.
Steel going in there as well.
it's the copper that isn't backed up from here. It's not slowing down the production of the circuit boards, but it's not fully backed up,
And yeah, that should be enough room to get that around the corner.
which would suggest if I did put another thing down to try and increase the speed of the circuit boards, I'd probably
There we
restrict
go.
the supply of copper sheet.
Where I've got
Because you know what they say?
My idea here
One
is
sheet
to cram them in close and I can double up.
plenty. Not spawn.
Let me just check that I can put a splitter in there. Can I fit a splitter in?
And there's another one. These gangly leg fuckers hanging about in here.
Oh, I've got
God.
loads. Just had a look. I've got loads of
That
computers.
should be okay there.
Did I pick a?
Like,
Actually, you know what? Let's just one over just
you
in
have
case.
a lot of computers somewhere. You can donate them to the cause, and I'll put them straight in the machine.
Yeah, I picked some randomly. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, you did. You said.
They seem to have disappeared.
No, that's what I want. Goose that. Goosed it right up. That one.
I put them in the main storage containers in the base. So I guess someone's had them. Or I put them somewhere else.
Maybe that was me.
It's all right.
Shh, don't
It's
tell
nothing
him.
like-
Oh no, I've got them. 32. Circuit boards here.
It wasn't me. I didn't take the circuit boards. Took a lot of stuff, not the circuit boards. I have no use for them in my primitive utopia. Those fancy men can keep their fancy equipment. Right then. Go. I'm missing concrete. Well, don't worry. Concrete's been made up here. Slurp. How fast can I press the E button? E. Down a bit more, you idiot. Look at that, chugging
The
it all.
animation on this one is different.
New stuff still coming through.
Yeah, that should do for now.
Doesn't look like it. What were you expecting from TP's place?
Hey?
What were you expecting?
No,
from...
I think he's gonna make the modular engines where I'm making the adaptive control units.
I'll upgrade these to
Just
better
doing the
conveyor belts later. But don't, as long as there's stuff happening.
Total confidence is in it.
Oh, my elbow just cracked. Oh, in there, in there. And play. And play.
Jump on him. Oof. Ooh. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. Ah. Whoa. I'm going higher each time. Oh, dude, this is not going to end well. You know those cack?
I'm watching it live.
Oh, man.
You found your own trampoline?
He's my trampoline, man. Oh. Riding him now. I'm like John Wayne on Slow Silver. Away. Oh, no.
You ride that thing.
Gonna end up in the Olympics. On the tramp.
On a tramp at the Olympics.
Oh.
Nice.
Do I dare to look around? Spin! Backflip. Oh, he's on the move again. That's amazing.
Well, let's put these ones down.
Oh, he broke my legs.
Oh no. That did not end well for you.
How are you going, Humpty?
Can we have an F? Pay respects for Rolf there.
Need all the F's for my legs.
He's a bit of a sausage.
That was so sick. Oh,
Sick.
you're on 2 legs.
Sausage. Nobody in chat gave you an F there, Rolf. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
No one cares about your flights.
It's only the most interesting thing that's happened in 11 sessions of this game.
Speak for yourself. My goodness.
Well, when did you jump on the back of a walking?
I went
wheel?
up a waterfall with Sai.
Yeah,
And,
we had an
Yeah. Well, you got told to wake up. Does that count, Rolf? Someone used the wake up meme. A random person who I've never met.
The wake up Rolf. I guess that's fine.
Those aren't what I need. I need mergers. Those are mergers.
Always take a
What
wake
do
up
you
from
mean?
a random person. You know what a random person is, Lee?
What?
Your next first follower.
Oh, could be Rolf. Imagine that. It's going down there. It's right. That's the most important one. The mad thing. I think I might also. No, it didn't. It didn't. That one's not automated to anything. I mean, even the ones that are automated. Like, give me a second. Right, I've put the complain one on. Do exclamation complain. Let's see if that one still works. Oh, how ironic, I've run out the very thing I'm creating. Does it pop up? Did it? I didn't see. Maybe it's not hooked up anymore. Oh well,
Sad.
it was hooked up. At some point.
Could you switch one of your copper wires, the one that's dumping on this line, to copper sheet? Okay.
So you turn to me? What?
Yeah.
Or what?
Sorry, you're the copper man. The
Am
copper
I?
man.
The copper man.
Sai's the copper man now. He's taken that mantle.
See,
Yeah, he's become a
He's a
copper
copper.
man.
I've got
Copper bear.
I'm just making copper sheet. If you go out the back of your base, Mez.
which one?
Well, it's your own fault for having 2 bases. The one where you got all the steel.
There we
going
go.
Oh yeah.
There we go. See, it was because I disabled one of the things in
on. And if you
OBS.
follow the power line out the back,
But you can also
and
do
then east.
Yeah.
Find all the melters and
Oh, right, yeah.
copper back there. Copper mine back there. Or if you look at the grab it off the
There we go.
thing there.
See, I can put whatever I want up there.
Alright, okay. Lord, this is just backing up.
It is at the moment because I haven't taken it anywhere yet. I'm in the middle of taking it somewhere.
Oh, well, if
Right,
you're
what am I
like,
doing?
can you
What am
go
I
into
doing?
it?
Oh, that's what I wanted. I wanted another
You can jump on his
constructor.
back and he bounces like a trampoline.
It's a rude thing to say about TP.
You can get on his back.
Yeah, you can bounce on TP like a trampoline.
I'll give that a
It
try
is.
next time I see him and report back.
I assume then you're going to combine that copper plate with the silica to make the...
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
So then if you dump it on the line on the top, that will take it to the other place.
Yep, can do that.
Right, I'll make sure there's a bend for it.
And you just keep getting higher and higher. Like, TP away.
If only you would stay there. I'm
If
not
you
good
want
at that role.
I've got a load of
I'm stuck up
feature
here.
stuff, but I just
too high.
because I need to have the tool on the page, I don't often
We're going to need to
enable it.
find Bucksite next.
And
as well.
also, while it looks, it's quite funny. Like, oh, you can post whatever
Yeah,
messages
but
you
I
want.
don't think we can do anything with it
Realistically,
till,
no one really uses it that much. Because only mods
till
and myself
drop
can do it.
Stuff, the rest of his stuff at the elevator to get the next levels unlocked. I did find a small deposit of it somewhere, but I can't remember where it was. But we'll get a certain thing for it, and then we'll end up with the scanning for it. I believe we use the petroleum coke with it. I think.
Oh, that...
I want to go on one of those flying ones. Just hooning around the map all the time.
Mike, if you're here, I felt that blow. Ooh!
I have put circuit board.
What am
the
I
circuit board
doing?
to go into this,
Oh.
this container.
I remember.
Oh no, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get rid of the silica. Stop that.
Silica.
There we go.
Find anything. Where is the silica gone?
So these all going down there. These ones will go down there.
Right, it's gotta be this one.
Oh, I need to pipe in the iron ingots.
Oh my
Put a
God,
splitter on there.
Are you doing submissions, TP?
5.
You got
I'm
5?
So close.
45? Just a couple hundred more. Is this your cup of coffee? On here?
No.
Not mine either.
Need to slurp up all of this.
45. I need 100, 450. That's a lot.
What are you low of?
I'm trying to find out now.
What an idiot.
I'm not low of anything, it's just the time it takes to build them.
Probably the time. I could probably do some power slugs or something.
What? What are you lining up with?
Sledge.
You tell me that's the right one. That is the right one. No, it's not.
really
No, it's
slow.
not.
It's
Shut that down.
50 motors in there. 100
That's
rubber.
the output one. I
12
need to go
ratings in
into
Yeah,
I
you got
just need
everything.
some.
these ones.
I can get another one somewhere.
There's 4. I can give you 4 now.
Not big enough to power it.
Can't
Otherwise it's
afford.
slow. I could
Oh
do
my
another one.
goodness.
Actually, I could build another one. I've got enough supplies.
The power tube to get down to your place. Oh,
Yeah.
and I've managed to get into the roundy one. I was walking merrily on my way, and next minute, poof. Oh, I can't move. I can't get out. What? Yeah, I especially like the one which takes you around the poison ivy. That was a nice touch.
I've just come to the hub, and I don't know why.
It's 40 seconds to make one. So if it can have 450, then it might take a few, well, 450 minutes almost.
Where are you? Right.
So it's in this back corner.
Right, there we go. So if we pipe from
Yeah, it's
here.
this one here. Probably need to get another one going.
Right, here you go.
Oh,
There's
now again.
Yeah, I'll dump them. I'll dump the other 2 on the floor.
Why has it gone all curly whirly on me?
Although we have to check the power though, because that completely beats the power.
Actually, I can put a merger on now.
There
I
was
think.
plenty of fuel. I'm sure you can
That's
send
what I
someone
was
to
doing.
make another.
Go and have a look at what the power current consumption versus production was. You know, it came to Italy or something. Okay, usage 3,250, 2,300. Sorry, 3,300.
Oh, wait, no, they merge into the.
3,400. All right, you're about to trip it because we make him 3,500.
Yeah, overclocking those big ones is a nasty.
How many rotors is it to build a thing? Hang on, don't mind, I can look myself.
Our production
3
is
million.
actually fluctuating as well, so which would suggest that we're at like high production.
Feed that into there. Feed. My God. There we go.
Thermal.
Mission complete.
8 supercomputers.
Oh, finally. Now I get back to what I was doing before, which was nothing to do with this. Actually, I need some beams. Ooh. God, the beams are backing up now.
Well, we put 2 overclockers into the. It's that big level 4
Yeah,
thing.
take some of that.
And that would have. So each one of those would have pushed it up by another 50. Yep, there it goes.
Oh, there it goes.
You'll have to take one of them out, TPs.
I'll take one out now.
Let me know when it's out and I'll pull the switch. I keep hitting it.
I'll speed that up.
Hit that.
Just hear everything shorting constantly. My goodness. Right then. Sounds like there's some power issues.
There sure is. Yep.
Do you need to turn stuff off or?
I'm just turning all the biomass generators on to see if I can get the power to actually come on, stay on, but nope.
Well, I can snip one of the power lines all the way down here if you want, so I'll pretty much turn off everything.
Slug still in.
I've taken two slugs out of the heavy modular frame one.
How many slugs are still in it?
Well, that would have taken it down 100
Right,
megawatts.
here we go. We're on. It stayed on now. I got the power up to 4,035 by putting the thing in. Now it's dropping down. Alright. We start to turn these back off again.
Like that.
I'll start making stuff for another thermal.
Yep.
They don't go very far though. Every time you overclock one of those 4 ones, it's another 50.
Down this way.
The geotherm is only 200. It's a bit crap.
I wonder if I'm
None of the
backlogging.
power things produce a massive amount.
Am I backlogging on not those? That. Am I backlogging on this? No.
Yeah,
Not even close.
That's going to be a pain in the backside.
But the 200 it produces for practically free is more than the 30 for the
Oh, I still need more of
biomass
them.
to turn on. Get things moving. And then back off.
Yeah, I'm not backlogging on them. So, more foundries. And we've got the coal. God, is the iron becoming a problem now? Let's hope not. Yeah, it's the coal. What? There should be more than enough. Oh no, it's TP. Yeah, what a surprise. What a surprise. Didn't I say? Did I not say, out of spite, he'd fucking cut me off or something? Oh, maybe it's the power. Maybe it's the power. But I think that's taught me a crucial lesson here. Which is that I probably need to build a storage container that does a proxy. There and there, let's have a little storage crate. Can we make an industrial one? Could not make an industrial. Why there's a buffer there? And 5 up to there. And then what I think I might do is... Yes, it's not coming down as thick and fast as I would have hoped. So let's go down here and see if... TP's tried to put a spanner in my plans. You can't trust him. He knows all and sees all. Is that? Yeah, that's a mark view. Let's go over here for a minute. Did I read this tomato for him? I think I did. 240 per minute. Right, well let's get a go find one of those thingies. There's got to be one of those silly light things around here somewhere. If not, we'll just go get one from base. Little slugs. There's a slug. There's one. Ask and ye shall receive. Here we go. Here's the power slug. Right. Now we need to make craft bench. Oh wow, it's a twofer. Twofer. Oh, there we go. Let's go back down here now. Right, so he's not backlogging there. So he is using enough, and I'm using a lot there. So
What
let's...
smelters? Sorry.
I'm at full capacity there, am I?
Yeah, you're.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
480,
Yeah,
right,
I
okay,
haven't
so
got
this
rid of
one.
anything here yet. Still trying to.
This to a rank 4-1.
No, your actual. You can't. You've. The number of smelters isn't enough for the amount of ore that's coming up.
Yeah.
See if I can get this going. The rank
Needs the power to smelt it.
Oh, I've run out there. Well, I can come back. Oh, these ones aren't even online. I built them then, didn't even use them. Oh, total imbecile. Oh, that's because I kept running out of sheets, didn't I? An absolute moron.
They're together.
There we go. There we go. Right. I'll put these down here. Oh. I don't think that's lying to me either. It's a nice change. Oh, do they need power? Yes, it does. Okay, well that seems okay. Now we just need the the outputs. One, two. One, two. Oh no. They're feeding it that way. Change it around. What? 1, 2. 1, 2. If you're wondering why I'm counting 1, 2 as well, it's because the alignment line lies to you. So it makes you think, oh yeah, just whack it in the middle, but it's aligning to think on the other side, not there. Oh, idiot. So that's why. Oh, backlogging. Because power's gone. Yeah. We're not having a good night for power tonight, are we?
And we got a lot of stuff that we're bringing online.
Two.
Just about to go and build some more power plants.
That's fine, all these are hooked up. Right, so... Let's go back down here. Don't need the copper. Don't need it. Don't want it. Maybe semi-controversial and say I might go to bed shortly.
Probably all might go to bed shortly.
It's not a work night for you, is it?
Together.
Tomorrow.
No,
So
which is why I've not given a timer yet or anything. So
um
but, you know, there's always the witching hour to go past.
If I put a storage container on top of another storage container, does it join the two together, or does it stay two separate containers?
Two separate. If you want to use a bigger one, you've got to use the double. But to do that, you've got to remove the existing one. If you want to put it in the same spot.
No, that's alright.
well, I think tonight has been a moderate success.
We'll go get some steel beams.
I mean, we've built that out, we built that out. I mean, look at that from here. That's a thing of art. Maybe not, but yeah, I think that's quite good. The rest of it is nonsense in between, but look at them just all hooked up together. On top of the Xbox. Let's snap a load of this stuff up. Because this is all backlogging now, I think. Making too much concrete now. I think I might have to actually ship some of this down to those guys. Ooh. I mean, if I can make more of the if I can make more steel beams, that stuff will just get drained well quick.
Oh, God,
Yeah, well, let's go build some more down
computers
here.
is a pain.
Yes, it is.
There we go, that's what I was starting to build. Luckily, it's quite good that you don't need to be like right next to them to
Just need one more.
be building stuff.
Need one more computer.
It's the foundries now. When the power comes back on, maybe this will be enough. I don't know. I'll start building out
Has the power gone off?
this bit for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mr.
That's
Current
why it's not
Affairs
gone
there.
over.
Need those. Right.
Ugh. Realistically, I could build over this whole thing.
A conveyor belt. Ride it back to where I was going.
But it's all pointless until I can backlog on steel ingots, which to my knowledge I'm not doing. It's a fruitless endeavour. I need to have a ladder here. Yoink. Oh, well, I think I'm muted when I was talking to you. I think I'm gonna go then. I mean, I've done as much as I can without the power being on. And even when the power does come on, I've still got to wait like 20 minutes to see what happens.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna put this geothermal down. I've got the stuff for it.
But I've increased the industrial beam capacity because I'm back. I need more steel beams. So I've got tons of cement.
They're going in the bin.
Oh my goodness!
There's so many in the other place, and they're even it's backed up into another container, and there's just so many going there.
Well, I was told that was a useful thing to make. Well, as with everything else I've made, it's probably been a waste of time. It's been enjoyable. I'm going to bed. Bye bye.
No.
What a waste of time. It'd be nice if they told me that like 3 days ago. Hey, you know those things you're making? Don't bother making them because we don't really need them anymore. But nobody tells me these things until I've made them all, and then they go, "Oh yeah, we're already making that somewhere." We'll just decide to make stuff. Anyway, I'm going. It's been good. See you next time. Bye bye.